Hey guys, it's Roz, and welcome to Getting Started and how to start, everything from the very beginning. Before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of how to market this business, there's one really important thing that I want to put across to you, and that's this. You are in a business where nobody is going to tell you when to work, how many hours to work, how many days to put into this, or anything like that. I'll tell you that for me at the very beginning, that was one of the hardest struggles. I mean, even though I'm a very independent person and I know how to get things done, it was a bit of a struggle for me to actually put the hours in just as I would do it if I were, working somebody else's job. So one of the things that I found in one of the early businesses that I worked when I first got started in network marketing, they were very, very disciplined in teaching and training us how to do this thing and how to make it all work together. And so I'm going to pass a lot of that on to you. But one of the most important things is this. You literally have to come up with a schedule of when you're going to work your business. When you work for yourself and your time is your own, it's just you have to schedule it in like you would any other appointments, like you would any other thing that you have to do. Consider this as something that you have to do. Now, my recommendation is that you find somewhere between 7 to 10 hours to work your business. That's not a lot of time for a full-time business. Okay, if you can give it more, wonderful, but you need to try to find at least 7 to 10 hours. And think about it, that doesn't have to be straight hours. If you can only still about 15 or 20 minutes from a lunch hour during the day, count that, include that. If you can spend 30 to 45 minutes to an hour in the evenings after work or whatever time is your off time, then count all of that. Every 10 minutes that you can count matters. So what I want you to do now, there's two methods that you can use. I started off using a date book, just a regular planner, just a day timer type thing where I would write all of my appointments in, and that worked perfectly well for me. Then I went to an online system. I personally used Windows Calendar. Now I'll tell you that I absolutely love Windows Calendar because it gives you a place to put your tasks, your contacts, just everything that you need, your schedule. You can schedule things for yourself. You can schedule meetings for other people. It just does a lot. But what I found was that if I had to leave, all of my appointments were in my computer, and I would have had to pull up my little laptop just to, if I wanted to look at it and see what was going on in my day. So I went back to an actual day planner type system that you can pick up anywhere these days. It doesn't have to be anything all elaborate. I know there's some that'll cost $40 to $100, $300. Really expensive ones. You guys, you can just get a little simple $5 planner. The thing is this: you want to know when events are taking place and put those things in your planner, because your job right now is to put as many people on the presentations as humanly possible. You want to invite people every time that there's going to be a presentation. And if you go to our training blog and you click on both calendars, you'll see when all of the presentations are being held. Now, as part of our team, if you ever need an additional presentation, now the presentations that are being given right now are PowerPoint presentations, and they're excellent. What I usually do is I give more of a demonstration presentation. So when people are watching, I kind of go back and forth. This is what this looks like. This is how this works. And so it's a different type of presentation, but it still gives them an opportunity to see exactly how the system works. And so if you need that because you're part of our team, that is something that's available to you. So the most important key, though, is this. Let's say, for instance, that you have an hour a day that you can work. What I really want you to do, and this might seem a little trivial, but just trust me on it, okay? I want you to mark in your planner that hour that you're going to work. And sometimes you may think that you don't have the hour, and I'll tell you how I started off doing this. We used to use what was called a daily plan sheet. And in that daily plan sheet, we would block off everything that we already had going. So for instance, if you've got classes in school, if you're attending classes, if you've got meetings that you're already a part of, if you've got anything that's already going on in your life, then you want to block that off first, because then that will let you see the time that's left over when you can actually work your business. And then what you want to do is pick time from that time that's left over that you're going to work your business. You guys, if you only have 15 or 20 minutes a day right now, then take that 15 or 20 minutes and work it diligently. I can tell you this: if you are consistent, it doesn't matter how much time you have. If you're consistent, to put that time in, this business will work for you. If you don't take the time to take the steps and do the things that are necessary to work the business, it won't work. Because that's one thing about network marketing. Because you are the sole proprietor of your business. You're the one that owns this business. You're going to be the one that's going to be working it. Now, is there a team effort involved? Well, absolutely, because we're a team. Sometimes, depending on who you're in business with, you'll get some benefit from that. But never, ever, ever rely on spillover. And what spillover is you getting team members that ends up on your team because you've got a powerful upline sponsor. That's great if you do, but if you rely on that completely to grow your business, it's not going to work. Okay, nobody else is going to work your business for you. You have to do that for yourself. And in order for you to do that, you literally have to decide what hours you're going to work your business. So I want you to buy that planner if you don't already have one, and start to mark off the time that you're going to work your business. Now, here's an important key. When you're going to work your business, you should let your family members know. It is 6:30, and my business hours at home are from 7 to 8:15. So right now, anything that you need from me, let's take care of it now, so that when 7 o'clock comes, you'll understand that that's the time that I'm not to be disturbed because I'm at work. See, a lot of times people don't realize, just because you're not sitting in an office somewhere or in a cubicle or you're not on somebody else's turf, it's still your business, it's your job, and you have to be consistent in working it. So again, I'm going to recommend that before we even get into any of the marketing, that you get that planner. This is your step one. And if you don't have a planner, I'm actually going to put a sheet, a link to a sheet on this page, so that there won't be any excuses. You don't have to wait. You can start using this sheet, and this sheet will allow you to plan your day. And what I would recommend you do, if you don't have a planner right now, is you print off 2 weeks worth of sheets. And it'll be one sheet for each day, and you mark it off like you would any planner that's in a book, okay? We're going to start off with one sheet that's a weekly plan sheet. That sheet is going to help you decide how much time you have through the week. Again, all of the little boxes block off the times that are already taken, and then pick from what's left. And then the second sheet that you'll see will be the actual sheet that you can use to write in your appointments and your follow-up phone calls and anything else that you need to do, and until you get another planner. Now, I know some people, they like the sheet so well that that's all they use. That's totally going to be up to you. You can print off 30 for the whole month and put them in a 3-ring binder, and there you go. But however you do it, just know that for the things that are coming up next, you are going to have some dedicated time to get those things done. So with that being said, just make sure that you have that mindset that says, okay, my work hours from this point on until I reach my goals are going to be ... these days at ... these times. And regardless to what comes up, unless it's an emergency, then you want to find yourself working your business during those hours. You guys, I know. Now, if you are not new to network marketing, this is totally not for you. You already understand how to do it, what to do, and what works for you. But for those who are just getting started, if you've ever seen my blog, I am really for the newbie, for the person who's just now jumping in to try to figure all these things out. Okay? So if this is like old hat news to you, skip it, don't worry about it, and do what works for you. But for those who have never had success before and you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I do to really make something work for once, then just trust me on it and follow the steps that I'm going to give you, and you will find success. Again, if you've got questions, if you're not sure about how to use the form, call me, and I'll be more than happy to break it down and explain it to you. I do have a post on my training blog that talks about time management that I will also put a link to, that will kind of explain to you exactly how to use one of the forms. Okay, you guys, that is your first step. Plan your work. If you plan your work and work your plan, you're going to find the success that you're looking for. Okay? Take care, God bless. And now at the bottom, once you've done this, you don't want to move ahead or skip any steps. But once you've done this, then go ahead and click the next button, and it'll take you to your marketing funnel, which explains everything about what a marketing funnel is, how it works, and what we have in place to make it work for you. All right, take care, and we will chat soon. Bye for now.